discrimination charges didn't stop New York Congressman Charlie Rangel from shaking it at the Dominican Day parade this weekend in New York City. A congressman danced even as the New York Post reported he helped funnel $2.6 million of taxpayer money, a funded loan, to a Hispanic organization with suspicious finances. So what will this organization do with our $2.6 million? Apparently build a fancy new headquarters in Washington Heights, New York. Another example of corruptocrat nation exposed. Joining our all-star panel is Reverend Mike Faulkner, running against Rangel for Manhattan's 15th district seat. Thank you, sir, for joining us. So what about this guy? I mean, he's dancing. Is there just, you know, why wouldn't he stay under the radar right now? He's under ethics investigation.
There is no limit to the hypocrisy that this guy is displaying right now. And the real victims here are the people in Washington Heights. The people depend on this not-for-profit to do good work. And this not-for-profit has done good work in the past. Unfortunately, it has become corrupt by association with a corrupt representative who no longer represents them but represents his own self-interest.
And this is very scary. If you go down the numbers, it's the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone that loaned or gave $2.6 million to this group, but they want to spend $19 million. Meanwhile, they have all these questionable dealings going on. Is this taxpayer money wasted?
You know, it really is, and it's suspect. You know, the real problem here is that it's a culture of corruption, and it's robbing the American dream. I talk about this in my upcoming book, Who Stole the American Dream, about the greed and corruption that really is separating common Americans from democracy, because it's our taxpayer dollars. And if we feel like we're giving it to thieves and we can no longer control how it's being spent, we have no control. That's why I'm running, and that's why I know that people are going to elect me as their representatives, because these people are tired. As I said again, the real victims here are the people of Washington Heights.
Mike, hold in there, hang in there. We want to keep you on the panel with the panel, but first I want you to listen to this soundbite that we heard over the weekend. Take a listen.
When you write the tax code.
Why don't you mind your goddamn business? Why don't you mind your goddamn business? Why don't you mind your goddamn business?
Okay, if you can hear what he said, it's none of your something business. By the way, that's from a year ago. I'm mistaken. I thought it was over the weekend. It's from a year ago. But Kim, here's a guy who's supposed to be representing the people, right? Well, spending the money. He's under investigation. He's doing things wrong.
Yeah, it's outrageous. I mean, he really should do the right thing. If he really cares about his constituents, he should step down. He should resign. He's had 40 years in there already. Isn't that enough? And he should do one of those little naps that he does in his lounge chair.
He's a Dem. Step down.
Well, he is a Dem. I'm very excited that the Congressman Rangel's 80th birthday fundraising event is going to happen this weekend. The only question I have is should I buy my ticket with cash, check, or a direct deposit to the commissary account in the prison?
Probably the direct deposit. But what should he do? Shouldn't he step down?
No, listen. Here's the funny thing.
Not only should he step down, he should be prosecuted.
Well,
should he go to jail?
You know, fair enough. But you know what I predict, and no disrespect to the candidate author who's joining us, but he's going to win. He's still huge.
What are you trying to say?
No, I disagree.
Go ahead, sir.
I disagree. He will not win. Listen, you need to understand, the people in this district are tired. They're fed up. They have been abused. Understand me. I am walking these streets every day, and I'm talking to these people. These people are hard-working Americans. They have gotten a rotten deal. Yes, they sent them to office for 40 years, but guess what? They have never had an alternative. They have got an alternative right now. They have got a fighter. They have got somebody who is going to fight for them and represent them in Washington. And they are telling me
hang in there, Mike. Go ahead,
that they will represent, that they want me to represent them in Washington.
Mike, hang in there. Go ahead, Katie.
I find the most upsetting about
but Rangel is tracking to win.
He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. And that's the abuse of power.
Well, I think he does think I think he pretty much knows he did something wrong now.
I think he's pretty unhappy that he's gotten caught.
Bill?
But
I think we are at a point where enough is enough, particularly with the people in Washington Heights right now. And you can learn more about this in my upcoming book, Bill Schultz Stole the American Dream.
Mike Faulkner.
I think later this week.
It feels like the Democratic Party is, it feels like the Dems are distancing themselves from him.
People are tired of politics as usual. They're tired of both parties. They want true representation, somebody who's going to have some integrity and represent them. And they can find that. They have found that in Michael Faulkner. That's why...
Ellis, you're shaking your head. You're shaking your head.
Mr. Faulkner, how much are we betting on the results here? What would be a good number?
He's not even going to be in the race. Else he should be going to jail. Forget whether he wins. How bet you he spends time behind bars. You want to bet that?
I'll bet you that he does not spend time behind bars. Here's what I predict. I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to get a reprimand, and it'll go out gently. He will never go to jail.
Hang on. How come if I do what Charlie Rangel did, I'll probably spend time behind bars, but he won't?
Well, they'll let him out. Compassionate release. It's real popular.
We the people. This is about we the people. Don't you understand? We the people. These people have a vote. Their vote counts. And we are going to make sure that their vote counts for someone with integrity. That's why people can help me right now win this election. 2010, send $20, ask 10 friends to send mine.
Go ahead, guys.
Throw the bums out. Just throw them all.
Throw the bums out, drain the swamp.
Kimberly brought up a very Kimberly brought up a very important image about a minute ago. When was the happiest we've ever seen Rangel? When he was sprawled out on a lawn chair, looking like a beached manatee at some fact-finding mission in the Bahamas. Let's send him there permanently.
Go there.
Mr. Michel Faulkner, I want to say thank you, sir, and good luck, sir.